Hey everybody, I'm back. This is Kevin, your host for Kevin's Corner Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. This is segment number 2 of episode number 99, which we found out on the first segment that was Kiani's favorite number. So for segment number 2, I have a first-time guest, first time on a podcast, first time everything.
That's right.
So let's be nice. She's a little nervous. But this is Laura Menchaca from First American Home Warranty. Say hi.
Hello, everybody, and Kevin, thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Of course.
I have not done this before, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. So let's tell everybody you're with First American Home Warranty. 99% of the people that are watching this are going to know what that means, but for the 1% that doesn't, just tell everybody real quick what a home warranty is.
So sometimes people confuse us with the homeowner's insurance, but we are a home warranty. We are there to fix anything that mechanically breaks down, providing everything was in good, safe working order at the start of coverage in your home when it comes to appliances and things like that. So, and I have the Katy area in the West Houston area, and so we're assigned zip codes, and so I am the rep to take care of you if you ever have any situations with claims or anything like that. And so my job is to be there for the agents or if any of your clients call me. So
Awesome. So just to declare that home warranty is not homeowner's insurance.
that's correct. And so very, very little do I get the calls of the confusion, thinking that we're there to take care of, things due to electrical and stuff like that, but that's not what we're there for. Once you close on your home and your client has a warranty on their home, it is there to take care of them if anything were to mechanically break down on the home, and again, providing it was in good, safe working order at the start of coverage.
So if your house burns down or a hurricane blows it away, don't call Laura.
That's right.
She's not the right person to call. So
That's right.
let's tell everybody a little bit about Laura. So what were you doing before you got into warranty?
So I am very blessed that I was able to come back to work for First American. I actually worked for First American Home Warranty 25 years ago. And when I left First American, it was because it was 2005, and it was when it was Katrina that had hit my area and hit it pretty hard. And I had been approached by multiple times by this competitor, and when she knew my area had gotten hit, and I decided to take it because my area wasn't coming back for a long time. And because of where my area was located. And it was probably my biggest regret ever. That's when I learned that there is a difference between home warranties. And so, and in this case, I was blessed to be able to land a title job where I loved my managers, and when they gave the retirement notice, it just hasn't been the same since. And the funny thing is I still held on to all of my First American home warranty stuff, like my awards and pay stubs. I mean, it's like I just really enjoyed working for the company. I'm proud of the company. It's a strong branded company. They're financially strong, and I love my managers, and my old manager is still there. She's a divisional manager. I have a wonderful manager here that's now that supports us. We can call her anytime, and she's going to respond to us right away. And so, but it's a great company, and I'm proud of our coverage when it comes to, the HVAC system too.
You're to give a shout out to one of my friends and yours, your counterpart, Lori Bowman's also been there for 18 years or 20 years, something like that?
A long time. She came on board right about the time that I had left, and Lori is amazing. She's awesome. I love my coworkers. They've all been wonderful. I mean, we have a great team.
So let's talk a little bit about from a real estate agent's perspective, because that's who's going to be we're targeting for the podcast. How's the procedure handled when an agent needs a warranty for their client?
So usually, a lot of times they'll leave it up to the title company to place the order. It's best to me for the realtor to either place it or call their rep. And when you know that you've got a buyer, we hope that you recommend First American Home Warranty. There's a lot of agents don't even realize that they can actually put seller's coverage on their home during the listing period. Now, it's not a standalone product. Usually the seller, the majority of the times, will pay for the home warranty, and we just hope that they'll keep that coverage in place when it conveys over to the buyer. But it has a little limited coverage when it comes to the free seller's coverage. It doesn't cover the HVAC system, though they can take that out as an option. And but they do have everything else that's covered. The only other thing that's not going to be included is we have a rekey service that's for the
Okay.
buyer. But yes, please call me if you have a listing and you want seller's coverage on your home. That helps, like I said, the longevity of it too, for when it conveys over to that buyer of things getting covered.
And so if I heard you correctly, you said the seller's coverage was free?
It's free. We just hope that
Okay.
it conveys over to the buyer because it's not a standalone product. So that only an agent can put seller's coverage on their listing, and their listing does have to be listed in the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, ask your client, are you planning on purchasing a warranty for the buyer? And if they say yes, say, hey, then my rep can put the warranty in place
Please
on your
now,
listing. Yeah. And
Now,
so
I think you said at the class we were at that your seller's coverage is free, your competitors is not.
I don't know what they charge. There's some that don't charge. There's some that don't offer seller's coverage. Period.
Right.
And there's some that do. And I had learned recently that there's some that charge for that seller's coverage.
Okay.
And so our HVAC is $70. So if they want that, that would be due at closing, even if they decide to not go with our company and go with another company, if they take out the HVAC. And we do have 3 policies. And I think it's very important for your client to know when they go to, when they're ordering a home warranty, get with your rep to find out what is the best policy, because we do have 3. Ones are very, very basic. That's going to cover just everything mechanically, works in your home. But our Eco Premier is going to cover the first class upgrade. That will also include the washer and dryer, the kitchen refrigerator. And then we have the Max plan that not only includes all that in the first class upgrade, but it also covers codes, mods, and mores, which means modifications. Modifications have to be made. I think it's like $1,200 up to $1,200, but they cover the modifications. And that's important. I've had people call me saying, well, why was my client charged for this? And I look back at the plan, and it's because they didn't take out that plan.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you work with real estate agents.
Yes.
How do you get in front of real estate agents? What do you do to market your business?
So I usually offer either classes or lunches, and I have noticed that a lot of the agents are working more and more out of their homes. A lot of them really don't come into the office unless there is a meeting. So I try to get as many office meetings as I can, or one-on-ones. And so just to get the word out there.
And you do events.
I do a lot of events.
You've done some for me already, and you're
Yep.
going to do some more.
I sure am. I have a lot of events coming up.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And then do you market yourself on social media at all?
I'm on Facebook, and I'm learning, that Instagram is one of the things that's out there that's popular too, but not as much as I'd like to. I mean, I try to put everything out there that I do post, and I have gotten quite a bit of responses, especially from some of my friends that will say, "Hey, come do a class with us." And so, but it's been good. I can learn more from you.
Well, I was fixing to say, Lori came to see me.
You've got.
Yeah.
I was going to say you're great at it, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping you learn a lot from you.
Well, get on my calendar and come on by.
I will.
I'll teach you whatever you need to know.
I will.
What is there? What if because like title, okay? There's a title company on every corner.
Yes.
Now, there's not a warranty company on every corner, but there are a handful of them.
Yes, there are.
What makes you guys different than everybody else?
I think with First American, being here in Texas for about a little over 40 years, I think shows not only our stability, but our financial strength. We're strong. And I have seen, numbers don't lie, I've seen where we pay out on claims. In 2022, we spent $2.13 million just on claims alone. A lot of times if you get someone say, well, they don't cover everything, I can call in and pull up their address and see where we've covered a lot of things, but because they got mad at one thing that wasn't covered. And it all depends. I mean, there are times where things aren't covered, and it depends on the situation. Again, it goes back to it must be in good, safe working order at the start of coverage. But I'm proud of our HVAC coverage. January 1st, 2025, there is a mandate that went into effect that, in fact, I brought one of my sheets because the R410A refrigerant is being phased out, and manufacturers must start using the more eco-friendly options such as R45B and R32. And what does that mean for the homeowners? The existing HVAC systems will continue to be serviced, and depending on the type of the system a homeowner has, broken or components may be replaced. We support the EPA's new refrigerant mandate and will continue to cover HVAC repairs and replacements on existing and new equipments. I came across a gentleman that told me that his outside unit was replaced, but I guess they didn't match it up to the inside, and now he has condensation. So we want to make sure that everything's matches up. In fact, on June 18th, I think it's at 2 o'clock, we have a webinar that's going to be very important for homeowners and for realtors. You can sign up for it. Just look me up, and I can send you the information. But it's just a quick little webinar. It's short, but it's the importance on this mandate that went into effect and how it's going to affect realtors and homeowners.
Well, that's very important. So not only are
Yes.
you providing a good service, you're also providing education to the realty community.
That's exactly right. We sure
That's
do.
cool.
And we have free marketing materials for realtors. And, I wish they knew more about it, because I know I would be taking advantage of it. I mean, we have door hangers and feedback sheets for your open houses. Golly, we have so many things. We have customized newsletters and just sold and just listed cards that are available to realtors. You just have to get with your rep, find out who your rep is in your area.
And do you guys support agents with their open houses?
Yes. So if someone has an open house that's in my area, if they need my help, by all means. And we also have like sign writers, and we have all the tools for you to be able to market your open house. In fact, I just did one with an agent that I couldn't believe it when I pulled up. I had to take pictures. She had, I don't know how many open house signs in her front yard, and it was wonderful. In fact, I think she told the house that she actually got a buyer for the house that so happened to come by to check out, see what she was doing. And then she also, I think, got another listing on that. I think she got two just from that open house, and she had my marketing materials there as well. And so, yeah.
Well, if you want assistance with your open houses or need marketing materials, Laura's got them for you.
Absolutely.
So, as we wrap up the podcast, what's one thing that you want anybody watching the podcast to know, either about you or First American Home Warranty, that you haven't mentioned yet?
Well, I would like for you to know that I value my clients and I work very hard, and my job is to take care of you, not to be taken advantage of, but to take care of you. And I would appreciate the opportunity by all means. And if you don't know me, I am a grandma of 9 grandkids. And
9?
9, yes. And so
how many kids do you have?
I have 2 daughters, and my husband has 1 son. And so between us, I have 6 with my 2 daughters, and he has 3 with his son, and we have them a lot.
And how do you work full time?
It's hard. When my grandson calls me and says, "Hi, Grandma," it's like, of course I'm going to take that call. My grandbabies are my pride and joy.
Yeah.
And so, but they know what Grandma does, and so I try
She's
to work
busy,
around
but
it.
she's
Yes.
not too busy to help you with home warranty.
That's exactly right.
So they can't order home warranty from you if they don't know how to get a hold of you.
That's exactly right. I have a cell phone number, and you call me at 713-206-5101, and my email is Menchaca, that's MENCHACA @FAHW.com. So please call me. Please reach out to me. And if I'm not your rep for your area, I will direct you to the right rep for you.
Like I always say about title companies are not all created equal, and neither are home warranty companies.
That's exactly right.
And if she's on my podcast and she supports my classes, then I trust her and I would use her myself if I needed it. So give me your phone number one more time.
So my cell phone number is 713-206-5101.
Laura Menchaca from First American Home Warranty, guys.
That's right. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
So it wasn't that bad, was it?
No, not at all.
All right. She's
Not
going
at
to,
all.
in about 2 weeks, she's going to have her own podcast. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate this time.
This wraps up episode number 99 of Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. I should have a very big surprise for you guys next week, because next week is episode 100. That is a milestone. So I've got to wait to figure it out. Like I always say, I can't do the podcast if it wasn't for Jennifer Smitis, Caitlin Cornick, Demony Devin, Van Wynn, Gracie Lagos, and everybody that works with us. And if you want to be on the podcast and you're an agent or a vendor that operates in Fort Bend County, 832-654-0527. And remember, if you're a real estate agent and you need title services and you're not using Stewart Title, shame on you. I will call you, I will find you, and we will figure out how to fix that problem. Until next week, guys, you have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, hey, happy Father's Day.
Oh, yes. Happy Father's Day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.